Next game, Crystal Palace at home, Crookie.
Will Oliver Glasner be in charge?
Will he even be there? In fact, on that, from an update point of view, he's trying his hardest to get Steve Parish to sack him, isn't he, Crookie? But it's almost like they're saying, no, fella, no. You're in it for the long run. We're going to make you stay.
Yeah, and I'm not sure it's for the greater good of Crystal Palace, from what I hear.
It's getting toxic, isn't it?
Yeah, players inside that dressing room, I think, have made their feelings pretty clear to the board. So I think it's a question of how long Glasner survives rather than if we'll see it through until the end of the season. I'd be surprised if he's still there come the end of the season, because he's attacked the hierarchy, he's attacked his own players, he's attacked the supporters who made their feelings clear at the weekend. So
he's burnt every bridge, hasn't he? And to get a job in the future, who's going to want to bring him in?
People still will. But yeah,
but it's like a top tier job though.
Yeah.
He was being linked to Man United at one point, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's not doing himself any favours, is he?
No, he wasn't. And I do agree with Ange. I think if he was in the reckoning for United, I'm not sure he ever was, by the way, because he's still wedded to the system that failed under the last manager. So I never really saw it. I certainly don't see it now. As Sam Matterface said on our show on Sunday, there's no room for any more under that bus, because he's chucked everybody under it. So I'm quite bullish about this game. Obviously, they've got a big Conference League second leg playoff tie on Thursday night. You'd expect them to win, but then you'd have expected them to beat Larnaca and Coops, and you'd have expected them to come out on top in the away leg. I'm not sure these players are playing for their manager, so I think this is a great time to play a Crystal Palace side who've caused us some issues in recent seasons.
Yeah, they have. I think they won last time out at Old Trafford. Of course, we did get the win earlier in the season. I don't know how we did it, but we did. 2 Mason Mount goals. Was it 2 Mason? No, sorry, Xerxes goal when he scored from that impossible angle, and then the Mason Mount free kick. But and how important is this? I mean, this is an opportunity to again keep that momentum going. Chelsea go to the Emirates, which I know you shouldn't count your chickens and all of that, as the saying goes, but I'm not having them down at winning at Arsenal, that's for sure.
Yeah.
There's a chance to increase the gap.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, like Crook was saying, Crystal Palace seem to be in absolute chaos. You know, you think about what happened in the transfer window. Obviously, you're losing your captain. The way that the manager's been speaking, sometimes in those situations when things are so dire, sometimes you get, like the players come together and they have this moment. I just can't see that happening. I think there is too much toxicity. And I think, like Crookie said, it's the perfect time to play them. I think there'll be goals in this game. I think that we should be working on trying to get a clean sheet again and trying to keep up with that consistency. But I just think overall it is a good time to play them. I think that we should be approaching this game of, obviously, we need to be cool, calm and collected. We need to go into this, we need to get the 3 points. But I'm hoping if we can try and kill this game off early, just have a bit of fun with it almost, because they're there for the taking from my perspective.
Yeah, they're a team that's going through a lot. It's
not nice to see, obviously.
No, of course not. Crystal Palace fans have been on cloud 9.
It's such a drop off and such a shame.
It's incredible, and how quickly it's happened, and how dramatic it's happened, and how public it's happened. It just shows you how quickly football can change. If you'd have said this would be happening when they were lifting the Community Shield after winning the FA Cup, you would have been like, not a chance. So yeah, I'm with you guys. I'm looking forward to this game. I think the confidence oozing through everybody. I still do think it'll be a difficult game though, because you are still talking about Mateta, you are still talking about Sarr and Wharton doing well, and Munoz bombing on, and Evan Gasson got his first goal for the club. I think he did on the win against Wolves. So look, what I'm saying is we can't just rock up thinking they've got loads of stuff going on, it'll be an easy game, because it won't. But I'm with you.
Dean Henderson, he'll be wanting
Derby.
He'll be wanting
what
a
he's
moment
like.
against
got
us.
His cap on, he's giving it, celebrating with the away fans, and he's probably glad he's not at the club, so Michael Carrick couldn't see how good he was.
Yeah,
like you said for Eric Ten Hag when he came in. So but no, I like Dino. He's all right. But I'm gonna go over Man United win. What's your prediction for the game?
I'm going to go 2-0 win.
2-0? Yeah, clean sheet, 2-0. Yeah. Crookie, what you got?
I'm going to trump that. This is probably the biggest predicted victory I've made all season. I'm going to go 3-0.
3-0?
I'm going to go 3.
Really?
Yep. I think it could be a Palace implosion. I hope so anyway.
This is good. This is going to be the final now, you're saying, yeah?
I think so. As I say, I expect them to get through on Thursday night, although maybe not as comfortably as they should. And then they'll continue with Oliver Glasner until Manchester United. And then I think if they produce a stinker, I think he'll be gone.
What we don't want is they don't do too well on Thursday night and then get a new manager bounce on for the Sunday. Pressure off and they just got a little lease of life. Right now it's time for our bet builder with BetMGM. Remember, you can download the app or head over to betmgm.co.uk. And what have you got for us, Crystal Palace at home?
So for me, I've been looking at this game and like my prediction of 2-0, I think that Man United are going to win 2-0. So that is the first part of this. Next up, I think that Man United are going to be leading half-time and full-time. So I'm thinking first half of the game, get a goal. I don't think there will be any nerves against Crystal Palace. Maybe settle a few nerves. And then second half, continue that, maybe get another goal. And like I say, I'm desperate for this clean sheet as well. And finally, I know that Man United didn't get that many corners against Everton, but we've been working on these set pieces. Johnny Evans has been at the wheel, and I think that we are going to manage to get ourselves a few corners in this game against Crystal Palace. So I'm going to go over 5.5 corners from Manchester United. So that is what I'm going with. Man United to win 2-0, Man United to be winning half-time, full-time, and over 5.5 corners from United.
I tell you what, I could get used to this. We've got Ange going full on positivity, winning at half-time, winning at full-time, corners galore. You've got Crookie, clean sheet, 3 goals. I'm saying we're going to win. This doesn't feel like the same show anymore, Crookie. What is this?
I just hope the numbers maintain when we're being optimistic, because everybody likes a bit of bad news and a bit of pessimism, don't they?
I know. Our good friend Ryan, he's probably out there somewhere saying, I told them it would be all right at some point. I wonder what he's doing. He's probably on a park bench having a picnic, just chilling, thinking of the good times.
I hope they're staying calm. They'll be staying calm.
He's probably watching saying, I taught them well. Yeah. I taught them well. I knew they would. And listen, long may it continue. You know what? Just being able to go on social media or talk to my friends or be in WhatsApp groups or do shows like this in the media, like you said, Ange, of just enjoying it, being invested, having a bit of chest to the rival fans. Like when I finish this, I'm going to be talking to my good friend Dan Bardell. And I'm saying, he's always got the most to say. Him and Gabby. Oh, United, Norwich scarves are out.
Though now.
Oh, I've seen him in the corridor, mate. He goes, I hate it when you lot. I said, we are coming. Jaws theme music. The Sharks are coming. PSR out. Unai Emery under pressure. Who you going to blame now? You got to worry about Europa League. I said, we're coming for that third spot. So long may it continue. Right, that's all we've got time for this week on Inside Devils. A big thanks to Angelina Kelly and of course Alex Crook. Even though he's mobile, he's remote, he's AI. Maybe
and
we'll
he's
see him in
blaming his
person.
kids for whatever the program is under the telly. Yeah,
exactly. We'll see him again soon in person, I'm sure. That is all we have until next time. Thank you very much.